Today we got the Polygon Siskiu T6 out. We just brought the Ozark Trail Fast Flow out here. And I was happy that I got to take these two bikes on two trails that are similar but different. Rutabaga is a more flowy, somewhat technical, just some technical areas of the trail. But this is a fast, more technical spot that really pushes the bike to its limits. Not enduro style bikes, more trail, cross-country style bikes. So I think these were two trails that were great to test these bikes out on and really get a feel for which bike does what and which bike would be better suited for you, depending on what kind of trails you ride. Because the Fast Flow, that's where I started to see it reach its limitations. When you're going fast through chunk, it was starting to kind of top out at that point. Remember when we wheelied the Fast Flow to start the ride? Let's see if we can wheelie the T6. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I'm also very curious to see how this bike climbs versus the Fast Flow from riding it here yesterday. Oh, it feels good already. You already know, this is one of my spots I like to do. This little rock garden right here, climb up, see what the bike feels like. But so far, after riding it and climbing a little bit, this is why I wanted to ride these bikes back to back. I got to get the climbing edge to the polygon. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty easy. And I think this is a great opportunity to really see what these bikes feel like. It would be nice to go back to back the same day, but I think back to back on back to back days is still good enough because I can already tell the difference. And while I still think the Ozark Trail Fast Flow is a great bike, you can't beat it for the price, there are some major differences with this bike. And that's why I love that I can be honest about every bike that I review, because I'm not getting paid by anybody. I just pride myself in telling you the truth about these bikes and helping you make the best decision possible when it comes to spending that hard-earned money. We got some hero dirt today. It's been raining the past few days. Now we got some really nice dirt. It's usually pretty dusty out here, but it's running good today. Now I gotta admit, I said the Fast Flow was rivaling the T6 when it comes to climbing because I was shocked about the way that bike climbs at 39 pounds. But climbing this back to back on the Polygon Siskiu T6, this thing is cruising up the trail. It's a significantly better climber, but considering the Fast Flow is 39 pounds, that's a pretty good climber. Oh yeah, nice. Now I've been telling people since 2021 or so that the Polygon T6, or just the T series in general, was a great bike to have, even the D series. So for all the people out there saying, oh, you all about the Walmart bikes, I'm just giving Walmart a fair chance to show what it's offering at $898. And that's why I wanted to go back to back to give the Walmart bike a fair chance and the Polygon Siskiu T6 a fair chance. And I'm telling you right now, both prices are where they need to be. And what I mean is this bike is $1599 and it's worth every bit of $1599. And the Ozark Trail Fast Flow is $898 and worth every bit of $898. And I'll do a side-by-side comparison here soon, but I just want to go over this while we have the bike out. The Shimano Qs, I'm liking this way better than the Advent X, especially the shifter, because you can push and pull right here, so you can push that as well as pull it. I like to pull, so it's a little more comfortable having that lever right there where you can pull it in and make it easier to shift the gears. So that's one thing I do wish that the Fast Flow went with. I wish they went with the same drivetrain that they had on the Ozark Trail Dual Slalom, because I think that Shimano Qs is just way too smooth to replace that for the Advent X. We might disagree on a lot of things, But I think a lot of us love this fall ride, and it's the best. Let me know in the comments if fall is your favorite time to ride. It's definitely my favorite time. This is something else I noticed between the two bikes. Those Tektro brakes, they work awesome, but I like these Shimano's a lot better. These are more, they have more modulation. I think the Tektros are more on and off. So when you're riding fast and you're squeezing them, they do kind of tire your fingers out a little bit. Now, I probably should be 2-finger braking them, but I'm so used to 1-finger braking because I think these levers and the Tektro levers are both 2-finger brakes. But if you 1-finger braking, these Shimano's are a lot more comfortable. I don't want to give out all the details about the comparison. I just want to put this video out first, even though I've already ridden the Fast Flow, just to switch it up a little bit and let you know my honest opinion about this bike versus the Fast Flow, because I know a lot of people are having these assumptions that I think the Walmart bike is the best bike in the world. I just have limited time with that bike, so I wanted to get as much footage out as I can. But now that the guy who loaned the bike to me, the subscriber, said I can take my time a little bit, now I can bring this bike out and really do a comparison and see how I feel about both bikes back to back without feeling rushed, where I can really give an honest and somewhat in-depth opinion. I'm so glad Polygon decided to go with 2.4-inch tires instead of 2.6s. It's just way better at climbing, less weight, and it's not dragging at all like the previous Siskiu T6 did. And I honestly like how much faster the bike is able to go downhill. I know one thing that's for certain. This is the better looking bike for sure. This paint job is an incredible choice by Polygon. And I'm not even a huge fan of blue, but they made this blue look super good on this bike, and how it fades into that black. But one thing I noticed, one small thing, the front fork on the Ozark Trail Fast Flow, it has a fork ring. So this one doesn't have a ring. So when you're setting up your suspension, trying to figure out the sag and how much fork you're using, it'll be a little bit harder to gauge, but you can put something like a zip tie on there or something and figure it out some kind of way. But this fork does not come with a fork ring. This was a spot that I did on the Ozark Trail Fast Flow, was able to climb it pretty easy. Now let's see if I could tell any difference between that and this bike. And I'm not even in the highest gear. Yeah, this was a lot easier. I'm not even gonna lie. This is definitely a better climber. I'm not sure if it's because it's an actual better climber or because I was riding a 39-pound bike and now this thing just feels like it propels me forward. But when I pedal, I do feel a lot more efficient. So I would say overall, it's just a better climbing bike. Whatever you do, make sure you like this video, because I just saw a mountain lion for the first time walk across the trail, and I've been sitting for about 30 minutes or so just trying to make sure the coast was clear, because I've never seen a mountain lion in person. So I was a little bit nervous, so I've been waiting, and I finally climbed up. I was like 3/4 of the way up when I saw it, and I was like, should I go back down or do I go up and finish the trail? So make sure you hit that like button, because I just had my first mountain lion encounter trying to get this video done. Let's try to hurry up and bomb down this mountain, because I'm a little nervous now. I've never seen that before. It was like medium size. It wasn't huge, but it just glanced at me and then just kept walking down the mountain. That was scary. Per usual, we gotta hit this little rock section at the beginning of the trail. right, let's see what this thing is made of. That mountain lion kind of shook me. And it was going down the mountain too, so I'm hoping I don't run into it on my way down. This is awesome. I'ma mostly just talk about this bike itself and not too much compare them, because I want to save that for another video when I'm talking about both bikes at the same time, because I also took the Ozark Trail Fast Flow down this trail as well. So I want to address both bikes at the same time. Yeah, you can't really complain about this bike for the price. So smooth. I'm telling you, 140, 135 rear, or 140, 130 rear. That's really that all-around sweet spot, in my opinion, when it comes to climbing and going downhill. Man, I can't explain how good this bike feels for this price point. And not even for the price point, just in general, this bike feels good. This is just an all-around capable bike that you can pretty much take anywhere and have fun on it. And like I said, these brakes, they just work so well. And the amount of effort you put in to actually squeeze the brakes is a lot less than the Tektros. Here's one of my favorite parts of this trail right here. Just ate that rock garden up. It just floats over this stuff. I'm telling you, you'd be surprised with this RockShox Recon and this X-Fusion can do. Dang, I'm always nervous to go down this little section right here. Let's go down it, come on. See, this bike gave me that little bit of extra confidence. I didn't go down that on the Fast Flow. Here's another one too. I did do that one on the Fast Flow. This thing jumps better too. It wants to jump. The Fast Flow, I kind of had to pop it. But this one, it wants to be in the air. Yeah, this bike is a beast. I can't wait to give the full review what I think of both of them, because now I feel a lot better taking both of them to the same trail, riding the same trails and just all the same features, and really see which bike can do what and what's good at certain things and what's not good at certain things. And I definitely found out a lot, and you'll be surprised what I got to say in my next video.